I'm Sara Sach, and it's time for Coffee and Crochet with Sara. And welcome. In case you don't know, we try to do this every Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time, because I'm in Yukon, Oklahoma. It was kind of funny because, remember, we lived in Parker, which is south of Denver, Colorado, for about 12 years, and then we moved back to Oklahoma to be near the grandkids. Well, the area that we live in is called Yukon, which is outside of Oklahoma City between Mustang, which we lived for a little bit until our house was finished. And so now we live in Yukon. And when it comes up on the YouTube channel, it doesn't say Yukon, Oklahoma. It comes up Yukon. And I've had tons of people ask me if we moved to Canada. Another person asked me if we moved to Texas. So, no. We live outside Oklahoma City in Oklahoma. And Deborah Hill says she's in Yukon. Well, you'll have to meet up and have coffee. I would love to do that. If you're in this area, text me or message me and we'll meet up and have coffee. I love to do coffee and crochet in person. Alrighty, so I have a lot to talk about today. But first, we need to clink in. So, clinkety, clink, clink, clink. I'm drinking cold coffee. I don't normally drink cold coffee, but I discovered the sugar-free Twix, because y'all know I'm diabetic, so I do the sugar-free. And I discovered the sugar-free Twix creamer, and I really love it in hot coffee. But the other day when the grandkids were here, I accidentally let my coffee get cold. And sometimes I'll stick it back in the microwave. But I didn't think about it, and I took a drink of it, and I was like, oh, that tastes amazing. So I know I don't like cold coffee, but that tastes amazing. So anywho, I put a couple of ice cubes in it. It's really good. I know they make it in regular too, not just sugar-free. So anywho, I'm glad to see you all here. I was going to mention something before we get started. I don't know if y'all watch Llama Mama Kayla. She has some finger issues because she has Raynaud's. She's just an inspiration to me. I hope you'll go over and look her up. She's just a really great lady. But this morning I happened to be kind of cruising around in my subscriptions, and I noticed she had a video on about a tennis ball, and I was like, that looks interesting. So what her husband, he made holes in a tennis ball, and she put her crochet hook through it and was trying to crochet with that tennis ball through a crochet hook. And I thought, that looks really interesting. So I think I may give it a try and let you know what I think. But I have short, fat fingers, and so I really prefer smaller. This is my favorite kind of hook. It's from Clover. And I also like the ones I got from Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, the letters on the ones that I got from Hobby Lobby, they wore off. And I tried to put them on with permanent marker, and I just kept wearing them off. And so I went back to these. And I have a set of these from Clover. I've had them for many, many, many years. I believe it's Clover. Yes. I originally picked these up at Michael's in a set. And then it's kind of a funny story. I kept losing my H hooks. So I have about 8 H hooks. Because I kept buying more. Okay. Anywho, I wanted to talk to you about that. And then I have another thing I want to talk about, giving people a chance to get in before I tell who the winner is of our July giveaway. The other thing is I get people all the time ask me, where else are you located? Okay. Now, after this video, if you'll go down into the notes underneath this video in the description box, and a lot of times it'll say see more, depending on what device you're using. Sometimes it's just a little black or red arrow. On my phone, it's a black arrow. On my iPad, it says see more. On my computer, it says see more. And on my husband's phone, it's a red arrow. So, anyway, it'll open up that description box. In that description box are all the links where I am located. All right. You can find me, of course, on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, Ravelry, and Pinterest. And all of those links are down underneath there if you want to find me, okay? If you're looking for me. Or if you're not, it's okay. I was kind of sitting here thinking, you know, last week I had all these things happen before we started our video. This week, the dogs are totally calm. Nothing crazy happened. I didn't slip. I didn't trip. Bugs or hummingbirds didn't fly at me. Nothing. It was just like, wow, really calm day. Let's hope it stays that way because I got a lot to do today. After we're done with this video, I have some errands to run. I'm going to take my grandson to band camp, and then I got to go to Lowe's, and just a lot of different things that have to be done today. For some reason, Tuesday seems like it's always my busiest day of the week. Alrighty, well, it looks like we got quite a few people in here now. Are you ready to find out who the winner is for our July giveaway? All right, well, first let me just remind you what it is. It's 3 skeins of the Premier Basic Multicolor called Mary, and it's real pretty. I really like this one because a lot of variegateds are really short, choppy. And these aren't long stripes, but they're not real short stripes either. And I think these would make a great stocking. Okay, the winner's going to receive 3 of those. Also a bag of silver jingle bells. And what I'm showing you is exactly what will be in the box when I send it to you. This is it. It's not something else, not something like it, okay? You're also going to get this container of Christmas beads, okay? And then also this little bag of buttons, and it has a Santa, a Mrs. Claus, and a reindeer. They didn't make his nose red, so it's probably not Rudolph. But you know, you can always get a little dab of paint and paint it red. All right, now, this is what the winner is going to receive. I'm going to set this down over here so I don't knock it over. All right, now, before I announce the winner's name, I'm going to give you the warning I give you every single time. Never, ever, 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 never, ever put your email address or your shipping address anywhere in any comments that are live or under anything, under anywhere. Only if I name your name, you can either click the link underneath this video that says website, and then there's a little box that says contact me. That will shoot an email straight over to me. Okay? You can comment me, you can contact me that way. If that's, you know, because that can be complicated if you're not used to using a computer. The other way you can contact me is to go to the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page. Again, that link is down underneath this video, and send me a message. In that message, I will need your shipping address and your email address if you want to be follow the tracking number on the shipping. Because I always send it in a priority box because remember the times I've had things get lost, they were not in a priority box and they were not shipped correctly. Not my fault. The post office had an issue. Anywho, are you ready? I see some drum rolls going. All right, the winner is Glenda Hobbs. GlendaHobbs. Glenda Hobbs. I have not seen your name come in today. So if y'all know her or if you're watching this later, shoot me an email or a message. I will not try to track you down because I don't have any way of tracking you down. All I have are your names. And we put all the names in that random generator. And whatever comes up, that's the winner. I check to make sure you haven't won in the last year. And then it's you. There she is, Glenda Hobbs. Morning, clinking in. Congratulations, Glenda. You are our winner. Woo! I wish I had some confetti. I'd throw it in the air. I won't throw glitter, though, because I've done that, and that is really messy. Congratulations. Send me an email or a message, and we'll get that. I usually ship on Fridays, just so you know. We can get it all together, pack it up for you, and get it out on Friday. Congratulations. I love it when they pop in because I like to know that they know, you know. Because, you know, I love giving stuff away. I really do. I love giving away yarn and hooks and all kinds of fun stuff. I just do. It's fun. Okay, now, Last week, I wanted to cover this particular question because we had a question about the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. So my granddaughter and I decided on Wednesday, my granddaughter that's 14, Callie, to make a trip to Hobby Lobby just to answer that question. Okay, but before we do that, I do want to show you on my iPad. Well, I will do the yarn first, and because I got some other things at Hobby Lobby too. All right, let's click over to this other camera. All right, so before we discuss these other things, let's discuss the I Love This Cotton and the I Love This Cotton Spark. You'll see it says Spark on there. And this one says print, and I really like this. I thought these were would make a good, nice fall project. And so I picked those up, maybe some placemats or something. We'll find out when the inspiration hits me. Okay, so the question was, why do some of them say 100% cotton and some of them don't? Okay, so if you look at this one, I'm going to bring this around here. Hopefully you can see this real close. Got a little bit of glare. Let me push that down, see if that helps. 100% cotton. Okay, and this is your regular I Love This Cotton Super Soft. Okay, print. This one is a sparkle. Can you see the sparkle in that yarn? They call it Spark. They used to call it Sparkle. Then they started calling it Metallic. Now they call it Spark. Okay? Now, if you look around here, it says 97% cotton, 3% metallic polyester. All right. So I asked, the lady happened to be stocking. When we lived in Parker, Colorado, the Hobby Lobby there called me the Yarn Lady. The Michaels called me the Yarn Lady too. They haven't quite started calling me the Yarn Lady at this Hobby Lobby yet. Anyhow, so she was doing some stocking and I said, can I ask you a quick question about the cotton? And she's like, sure. Really nice lady. And so I was asking her about it. She said, if the label says print or solid or striping, it's going to be 100% cotton. If it is one that says Spark, it's going to have that 3% metallic because that is the thread that's sparkly going through there. If you have one like this, check the name of what it is because it should not say anything but 100% cotton. All right. Now, I have some older ones that say Sparkle. I have some that say metallic. Okay. Now, she did say they are not going to be carrying as many of the metallic or spark as they used to because a lot of people don't care for that to be in their washcloths and things that are made out of cotton. Now, I'm planning on using this to make some more snowflakes or maybe some sparkle stars. And so I wanted the one with the metallic in it. Okay, I want to show you something else. When you go to the website, and let me get my iPad set up here because I took a couple of pictures of the website. Okay, now this is going to look a little blue, and I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try to get this so it's sitting proper. This is the website. It's on sale for 30% off right now. So if you go to Hobby Lobby, their yarn is 30% off right now. And you'll notice right here, if you can see that, it says 100% cotton. All right, let me show you the other page. This is the one for the sparkle white. And it says 97% cotton, 3% glitter yarn. They used to call that metallic, so they're calling it glitter yarn now. It's also, of course, 30% off. And that's on the website. And I was thrown a little bit when I went to the website because the first one that comes up is a glow. And it has the glitter in it. And I had never heard of that one before. And it has that 3% glitter in it as well. So when you go ahead and put in 100% cotton. And it's going to come up 100% cotton. Okay? Another thing to remember about Hobby Lobby yarn. Here's one I've had for a while. This is acrylic. And it's called metallic. And if you look at what it's made out of, it says 97% acrylic and 3% metallic polyester. They have to put that in there, and you can see the sparkle in there. They have to put that in there because they want you to have all of the ingredients of how the yarn, what the yarn fibers are in the yarn, okay? Now, while we were there, my granddaughter spotted these, and I'm gonna move these out of the way. Okay, she spotted these, and these are called Bejeweled Gold and Bejeweled Sequin Silver. They're sequins. And the yarn itself, I believe, is a 1. Let me go. Yeah, it's real tiny. It's a 1. But it's real thin. And my thought was, if I want to make something that has a sparkle in it, maybe I want to make a Christmas stocking with some of that beautiful variegated yarn, I can hold this with that and create my own metallic yarn. These both have sparkle and sequins. All right, $3.49. That's a lot of yarn on there. Let's see. Oh, sure, they had to make this one super tiny. I'm trying to find. Oh, here it is. 328 yards. So that's a lot, you know. So the other thing is, then we walked past this. And these are all sparkle yarns, all ones that you could add to any. Wouldn't this gold be pretty on like a blue? So you can add your own glitter or sparkle to any yarn by purchasing these ones. This set was $4.99 for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a small amount. You wouldn't be able to do a whole lot on those, but these are enough to do something bigger. And so I thought that was a really neat find. The other thing we found was this. This is new. This is from Lion Brand. It was $8.49, 30% off, of course. And this is called Scarfy Light. And look how pretty that is. It's like a soft fuzz. So pretty. Okay, it's a 3.5 ounce skein of yarn. 43% acrylic, 41 polyester, 9% nylon, and 7% wool. So that's quite a combination. I think it'd make a great scarf with all that put together. It is a medium 4, and they had, I think, 8 different colors. All of them were light and airy and pretty, and they had pastels. I thought this one had just a little bit of a fall vibe. It's got greens and beiges and peach. So there's 2 shades of brown. Just super pretty. This one is called Palm, but they had several other ones. I thought I'd just give you guys a look at those. And then she told me I needed this. This is one of those balls that when you get stressed out and it says yarn keeps me sane. Isn't that amazing? Anywho, I wanted to give you all of that information. Okay, so I looked online. I talked to the lady stocking, and so that's the skinny or the scoop on the cotton yarn at Hobby Lobby. I love Hobby Lobby's cotton yarn. It's always been soft. It's always been beautiful, and they have lots of different colorways. My chair is rolling away from me. So anyway, I wanted to answer that particular question. All right, let's talk a little bit about what happened this week. I had a great week. Even a great morning. Okay, so the first thing we did was we put out a video, or this and that video, asking, do you do gifts for your kids' teachers? Whether it be the beginning of the year, for Christmas, holidays, or end of year. School gifts for your teacher. And then I gave you 5 different patterns that I have done that make great gifts. But remember, you can give teachers just about any gift to show appreciation, because teachers have a hard time. They have to watch our kids. Not just watch them, teach them. So any encouragement you can give to teachers is a great idea. And the question really was, do you make things for the school teachers? And sorry to say, I didn't do that a lot. I sent cards. And occasionally, if I saw something interesting in the store, but I was crocheting then, I just didn't think to make something for the teachers. And I kind of feel bad about that. I wish I would have, So anyway, my watch is telling me I didn't get up yet. We'll ignore that. But anyway, that's what the video was about for our this and that for last week. Okay, and then we did the Drawstring Trinket Bags. I absolutely love these. These were special requests. They're a great size to put your wallet, your phone, a few things, chapstick, pair of glasses, or whatever, in, and just have it as a wristed. Or you can make this really long and wear it as a shoulder bag. And I added some fun little trinkets to them. This one is made with the cotton. I completely forgot what it was called. Do I have some back there? Cotton sprout. There we go. I don't have all the patterns with me today. So this is made with cotton sprout. I believe it's called Island Breeze. This color, beautiful. This was the color that was requested. And then I made another one in pinks. And the reason I wanted to go with pinks is because Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming in October. And this would be a great bag to give to someone going through that has to be going to a lot of doctor's appointments. And maybe they're just tired of dragging their big old bag around. And you could make them one of these. Then again, they can put their wallet, they can put their phone, deck of cards, because my mom and I played a lot of games when she was going through chemo, a lot of games, and we would get others involved as well. And I'd always put peppermints in her bag because there are a lot of peppermints are help with your upset stomach when you're going through chemo, and I just pass them out. And I tell you what, if you ever do that, get the ones that melt really fast. They're like little pillows. They are the best. I love them myself, although I can't have them anymore. But they were really good, and I would try when I was there, like, to get juice for everybody, because a lot of people when they're in the chemo room, I don't know if you've ever been with someone or done it yourself. There's a bunch of recliners, and everyone's just sitting there, you know. And I would go in with my mom, or my sister Lisa would go in with her. We would take turns, but there are a lot of people there that were by themselves, and there were a couple of times I said, hey, I'm running for cheeseburgers. How many people want cheeseburgers? And I'd come back with 12 cheeseburgers, one for everybody, you know. So you just never know what someone's going through. So anyway, that was our pattern, the Drawstring Trinket Bag. Again, you can find these links for the videos and the patterns underneath this video after we're done, okay? The other thing we did was this right here. And I've been working on this for a while. I wanted to make something in a real light cotton. And I wanted it to be kind of lacy and open. But I didn't want it to be in like bright colors. I wanted kind of a pastel. And I came across this yarn at Michael's. It's called, where's the front of it? Karen Ripple Cakes. It's 100% cotton, I believe. Let me take a peek at that just to make sure so I don't lie to you. Yes, 100% cotton. It's a light 3, and the colors are really pretty. And they're not what I would say pastels as far as your typical pastels. They lean more towards fall because it's like a light orange, a light kind of goldy yellow, some browns, and some lavender. And that's, I don't know if you can see, it goes brown to lavender, down here to this orange and to the gold. And it's just a really, in my opinion, a really lightweight, neat shawl to have for what, that's why I called it the change of season, because it's great for when, you know, winter turns to spring and then spring to summer, to have something lightweight to throw over your shoulders. And then again, when summer turns to fall and fall to winter, you've got something lightweight to throw over your shoulders. And it's super good for me, because I am cold all the time, except when I'm sweating. So that's what my husband says. For some reason, every time he's around, I break out in a sweat, and he thinks it's funny. Anyway, I think this is really neat. It's a great shawl to have with you. You know, you go to a restaurant and they're blaring that cold air. And I know it's probably hot in the kitchen, and so they're blaring that cold air. And even though it's 100 degrees outside, you're freezing. And so it's nice to have something to kind of throw over your shoulders. You know, our church is that way. They like to freeze us out. I think it's to keep us awake. So anyway, I'm going to be, actually, I was going to keep this one, but I'm going to be giving this away to a sweet little old lady in our church that I always see her sitting up there like this. So I'm going to give it to her on Sunday. And I'm going to wrap it around her and keep her warm. Yes, I bought this Karen cake at Michael's. But you can also go to Yarnspirations, the website, Yarnspirations. I bought them when they're on sale, so I don't know exactly how much I paid for it because it's been a couple of months. My husband and I, Michael's is clear across the other side of Oklahoma City, which is about a 25-30 minute drive. And so I don't go to Michael's like I used to. I keep writing them letters telling them, you know, I realize this is Hobby Lobby territory, but I need a Michael's that's closer. You know, because I do like Michael's as well. But we go over there about once a month or so, and I'll see what's new at Michael's, and Joanne's is over there also, so we'll hit that as well. So anywho, but anyway, I really like it. I think it's beautiful. I actually have another one of these. I might just make me one anyway. Alrighty, so that's what happened this week, and we have some fun things. I have another thing on Friday that I'm not going to tell you about, but it was a request from a history teacher, so you know, might work for a teacher gift, or you might work for something you want. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Tomorrow I'm doing a video. You can see I have some Premier Just Yarn sitting right there. Those are Premier's new yarn that remember we bought those yarns from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Well, those Just Yarn values equal 8 of those skeins, and they're only $6.99 on their website. And so Premier has issued a challenge. What can you make with one skein of yarn? I'm going to talk to you about that tomorrow and tell you what I'm going to do, and you can tell me whether you think I can do it or not. And then next week I'll show you and see if I got it done or if it worked or not. You know. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we've got some new patterns. We're going to start heading towards fallish, not quite fall, but fallish, and some back to school and different projects like that now. I'm going to miss the Christmas in July because I love Christmas, but there'll be some more Christmas along the way. Holiday, of course, Halloween's coming, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, fall, Christmas, all the Christmas holidays, and snow, and it'll be fun because that's the time of year I just love to create that time of year. And y'all know I love yarn. So we do have a new Scrap Happy project coming for August, and then also, of course, second week, the first Monday. Okay, let's start this whole conversation over. The first Tuesday of August, I will tell you what the August giveaway is. All right? All right, that's all I've got for you. I just want to remind you, Glenda, send me an email or message me on Facebook. Now, don't message my personal page. Message the business page, okay? How soft is Just Yarn? It's very soft. It reminds me of Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. It's that soft. And it's working up so pretty. I'm really having a good time playing with it. So you'll really like it. And for $6.99, it's a great value. That's why they called it value yarn. All righty. I'm going to let you go. And I'll see you all next week.